It's no secret that insurance companies do not want to pay you the money that your claim is worth. And they're ready to use every dirty trick in the book to make sure they don't have to. I've handled well over 1,000 personal injury cases and have gotten millions of dollars in compensation for my clients. Today, I'll be pulling back the curtain and exposing the sneaky tactics insurance companies use to keep your money in their pockets. Make sure you stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to protect yourself and get what you deserve. Imagine this. You've just been in an accident, you're shaken up, traumatized, and still trying to gather your thoughts when all of a sudden you get a phone call from a strange number. Turns out it's your insurance adjuster or the person that caused the wreck's insurance adjuster, who actually seems to be quite friendly. He or she may sympathize with you, but ultimately they're going to make an offer that sounds almost too good to be true. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it probably is too good to be true. This is what we call the quick settlement offer. The trick here is that they want you to settle fast before you realize how much you're actually entitled to. You see, folks, after an accident, there are a lot of things you ought to be compensated for. Medical bills, lost wages, future medical treatment, emotional damage, pain and suffering, and so much more. The truth is that it's almost impossible to accurately estimate these costs immediately after an accident. And that's exactly what the insurance companies are banking on when they try to settle quickly with a lowball offer, hoping that you'll take it, appreciate their prompt action. They aren't interested in making it right. They're just trying to get it over with quickly and pay as little as possible and call it a day. But trust me when I say this, they are offering you pennies on the dollar, and you are entitled to much more than that. And this brings me to the next trick, which although it may seem innocent to the untrained eye, it is one that, if executed properly, would see you getting even less money than the first trick. And that, my friends, is requesting a recorded statement. Now, this one gets me every time. They'll say something like, "Hey, can we get a quick recorded statement? Just for our record." Sounds harmless, right? Nope. Their goal for doing this is to catch you saying something, anything they can use against you. Like, maybe you're not that hurt, or maybe you caused or contributed to the accident. So what should you do? Politely decline to give a recorded statement and call a lawyer. Remember, silence is golden. Looking back at all of the personal injury cases I've handled, I can't think of one where I allowed my client to give the defendant's insurance company a recorded statement. What I typically do is say, "I'll allow my client to give a recorded statement if I can get one from your driver." They always say no. So why would we do it? Silence is golden, people. Go out, find a personal injury lawyer. Let him or her guide you. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. And this next trick is probably the oldest trick in the book. And that trick is delaying the claim process. I see this one all the time. And insurance companies, they absolutely love this method. They will drag their feet, reschedule meetings, find every loophole possible to drag the case on for as long as possible, hoping you'll get so fed up that you'll just take a small number. And if you're like most people, you've got bills piling up and no time to waste. But here's the thing, you can fight back. Document everything so your lawyer can hold them accountable. Now, this next trick might come as a surprise to you, but it happens way more times than you'd imagine. And that's denying liability or blaming you. This is a classic move by the insurance companies. They'll claim that you were at fault or that your injuries aren't related to the accident, citing reasons like, oh, you had a pre-existing medical condition, you injured your back 10 years ago. It's kind of ridiculous, but this is what they do. Or they'll try to blame you. Oh, somebody runs into the back of you and somehow that's your fault. It's impossible, or nearly impossible, I should say. And they'll come up with a host of other reasons to delay or deny your claim. Just remember, from their perspective, their number one goal is to minimize and reduce the payout. That's why it's crucial to have a strong case with clear evidence. Okay, now that you know the tricks they'll play, let's talk about how to beat them at their own game. The first thing you can do is consult with a lawyer. Look, insurance companies have teams of lawyers working for them. Why wouldn't you have at least one working for you? A good lawyer can make sure you're treated fairly and help you get the compensation you deserve. The next tip is to document everything. Keep detailed records of every medical bill, every email, every phone call with respect to the insurance companies. It's also advisable to maintain a journal to record how the pain affects you in your daily activities. Trust me, the more organized you are, the harder it will be for them to mess with you. Tip number 3, avoid recorded statements. Remember, you're not obligated to give a recorded statement to the defendant's insurance company. If they ask, just say you're going to talk to your lawyer first and leave it at that. If you've ever dealt with these type of insurance shenanigans, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. And hey, if you're in the middle of an insurance battle right now, don't go it alone. Book a free call with me today by clicking the link in this video's description. Let's make sure you get what's fair. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to share it with someone who might need it. Because knowledge is power, people. And we're taking it back from the insurance companies, one claim at a time.